Hey everybody, Zal here. Welcome back to another episode of Mages Not With Oxygen. I mean, oxygen over mages. In this episode, we're going to continue on our relentless difficulty run. As we've got, in the last episode, put a couple dining rooms preemptively. Going to get those all set up. Alexandra has come along nicely. We're going to graduate her soon, give us access to some scrolls. We do have to start thinking about taking more students. We have the room for them, so I think that's going to be a priority for today. So, look into that. We're going to just take more fire students. And so we'll add a wand order of, we'll go with 2. And hopefully we have the materials for that. Our wood and stone is kind of low. Gonna have to look for some easy stone. Might have to do a fog push. We do have this tree that we can chop down. Get our hands on some more wood to do a fog push. It's about the time where I need to do maybe a larger one so that I can open up something in this area. It's about usually by day 5, day 6 that you can consider doing a larger push, open up the map, get some access to some better resources. So you're just going to continue along all these different patterns and don't try and do too much too early. We can see by our rooms here, everything is well lit. That's great. Rooms. This has become a mess hall already, so the students will be getting some benefit from it. But until we can get the decor up in this room, we are unable to do that. Not quite ready to hit another round of research, but that has to happen quite soon. And maybe we'll switch the speed up to triple speed. It doesn't save your speed setting when you exit the game and restart. I'm also using a different mic. And have adjusted the volume because I've noticed my YouTube videos, always the volume seems like much too low, and I get some hum from my other mic because it sits on my desk and my computer's on my desk, and I think the vibrations create a background hum, so I'm actually just using a headset mic, and I'm considering buying one of those Rode wireless mics. Apparently they're very good for doing this kind of video content. So I might grab one of those because I really want the sound quality for the videos to be perfectly balanced. So we're experimenting over the next few episodes with different configurations. I'm sorry if the sound in this video does come out a little bit wonky, but then of course it wouldn't be mind over magic if we didn't have some wonk. So our wood is at 36 because we just made those wands. It's not a problem. I'm never stressed out too much in the early game about where the fog is and the resources. You just gotta roll with it. So you can always check and see what we need. For an advanced push, we'd need 9 gut berry and 75 wood. For a basic push, we could do that right now, but I just gotta be very cognitive of the wood that I'm using. So Alexander is ready to graduate, so that means that we need to get that configured in. So we need basic rituals. We're going to start that research right away, and we will just let that run. It's a perfect time to get that done. It won't take very long. Okay, now that they've finished up their class, we'll go in here and we will select the wand, fire wand, begin ritual. Get ourselves a couple more students. We haven't started doing any kind of food yet, simply because gut berries are sufficient early on. Speaking of which, we'll get some more to harvest. Gut berries are fine, you just have to pay attention to your conviction. You can see the conviction bar just by hovering over it. Don't ever worry about your students' conviction. They get the initial bonus. It's just your main staff. So obviously the ghost, it doesn't matter. But both their convictions are maintaining, so we're not going to worry about that at all. Okay, so we finished that research. It means we can put the whatever it's called down. Ritual sigil. So you see we need phoenix flowers and viscera. Phoenix flowers, unfortunately, we don't see any. That's because they're behind the fog. So we need to get the fog pushed back. We're just going to do a basic one. Throw all 3 of them in and make it fast. We have our second student. We'll grab a third one very shortly. push back. We can see there's a phoenix flower here. Priority 5 to grab it. And then we see a bunch over here. And we'll just tap them. And we'll get that priority 5. As well as we'll probably start mining that larger rock. And we'll throw this one on as well. Mine. We definitely want to also keep mining these foggy crystals. You can sometimes get free wands out of them and other things. So they're worth grabbing. And we know that we'll need more viscera, so let's just tag all the rats as well. And that'll give our guys plenty to do, as well as we want to bring in one more student. There we go. We can't hire our first student, even though that would be, he'd be a great prospect, simply because we do not have the scrolls required. You can see the option doesn't even come up, so we need to get those adept scrolls so we can do a hiring. So we'll have to graduate a few students first. At least that's how I remember it. I could be wrong, we'll check it out. And we'll go and see if we can build this thing yet. Still showed it not the viscera. We're gonna pop this, grab all of them, put that to 5. Class during session. Check this. Need 3 more. And then we'll just make sure we get these by putting a 5 on them. There we go. Also, a really good tip that I've learned, for example, selecting things can be difficult. As we all know, double clicking, if we double click, we'll select them all. That's a great tip to know. But you can also do this. Okay, let's say we wanted all our smoke pearls, right? You can double click it and it will, or you can click it, it'll bring it to you. Right, and you'll find a singular one, and there you go. There's 2 here, right? And we have 5. Zoom way out. Try and double click it. 2. So what we know is that it's guaranteed that 2 of the other 3 are in a chest already, and that's why we're not able to select them. And I can show you. If we go and look at the contents of the chests, right, we are going to find in one of these chests these other 3 smoke pearls. Not seeing them. There they are. Okay, so by double clicking here, and what is going to happen is you're allowed to then, the ones laying on the ground, they're on a store priority. You can up the priority to get them grabbed quicker. So if you need to get certain things picked up, that you want to get all the ones that are outside picked up. That's an excellent way to do that. This also comes into play later because of the crow's nest. As you know, I had lots of problems with crow's nest. The crow's nest will actually be listed in here, and you can double click it in the menu and it will select all of them, and then you can simply tell them to destroy them all. So it makes it much easier for managing. Later on in the game, I'll be able to show that off. Okay, so we should have enough now for this. Yes, we do. So the Witchel Sigil, we're not going to try and make a room for it. We're just going to stick it down in the basement for now. This is a great place for it because we're not going to bother making the actual full room. It's just not. It's not that important in early game. Later we'll add that. We'll set this priority 5 because we need it up and running fast. I was hoping to get it done before the end of today. Okay, we'll have an immediate repel fog. And so we probably won't get this done today. Which is fine. He's trying to finish it, but it is very close to sleeping time. I do not believe he'll finish it in time. And that's a negative, so we'll let them sleep. While they're sleeping, we have to consider our next research. So if we go into this as our next step, this one will access us to the pedestal, all right, for luxury building. So this will be the next one we do. We're not going to do that quite yet. Okay, so that's been built. We just have to let the night run through. And we can see there's a tree back here that they should be chopping when they get the opportunity. Here's a crystal. And we'll probably want to build another gutberry planter. Why is there something in the way here? Okay, so there's a small tree here. We will tell them to destroy that as priority. So we got to get some stuff out. So we can get some stuff laid down. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a gutberry plot here, and then we will as well put in, I'm going to leave a space, movement space, and we're going to put another one of these, and we don't have enough materials. We need more stone. Okay, so we got that set up. Starting to get our garden going. We'll have 3 gutberries, 3 rice. That'll provide us with all the rice and gutberry we need for when we start to get the cooking going. Again, we're trying to work against the conviction stuff. And we're trying to do it without having to resort to recreation, because recreation just takes too much time. Okay, so those are all laid in. He's done an excellent job of working those. We are going to have to get him on stone. It looks like they've mined out all the stones, so we got more trees that we can quickly set up. Let's check our food. Nope, we seem to be fine. There's even some honey gruel. Okay, so they're all up and ready, so the very first thing we're doing is we're going to go and graduate our student. And I think we'll let her do it. There we go. Convictions. Perfectly fine. Okay, so what that's done is it's produced scrolls for us. We can go and see in the scroll tab, we have 6 adept scrolls, okay? And then it means that if we wanted to hire, we're going to need 6 scrolls. Okay, so you graduate your first student, and you now have the 6 scrolls to hire a new staff. And now we're just waiting for these two, and luckily they're both vivified, so we're just going to wait for them to get ready to graduate. We're going to look at both of them and decide which one would make a better staff member. Again, this is a temporary staff member. They're not going to be permanent. They're going to be replaced as quickly as possible by more powerful mages, but for now, we need a fire mage as our next one. After the fire mage, we're going to start doing lightning. So what we need to do now is first we'll check and see if we maybe have luck. Maybe we lucked out and got a lightning wand. We have not, so we are going to tell this to do a lightning wand. Let me just quickly find lightning. Here we go. And we will do, let's just do 1 for now. We'll check on planting if we can build any more. No, stone. So we are going to have to push the fog again. So let's see if that's an option for a big push. We need wood. We're waiting for that wood to come in. Again, we want to do a big one, so we're going to have to wait for one of these trees to grow so we can hit a bigger one. They grow pretty fast, less than a day on all of them. There we go. This one's ready. Give it a priority. And the other thing we want to do is research. And we want to get ritual accessories. We'll start that. And with the way that we have the research going, with her with a 1.5 speed, and with the ghost helping, research does not take very long for the low-level stuff. A couple hours of the day. You'll see it'll only take about 3 hours. Almost there. But again, the time of the day, it feels like it's taking a long time. It only took like 3 hours a day. These low-level ones are easy to get done. There we go. Okay, so what that means is we can now actually do the following. We can go into lighting, or not into furniture. We look at the pedestal. We do have enough for 1, but we need 2. So we're just going to wait on that. So the one thing that we needed is we need more stone. Stone has become the limiting factor. Here's another tree that we can get on. Let's get that started. Let's get this one started. Let's get priority on that. Because as soon as that wood comes in, and as soon as we have enough to do this, we're going to hit it. And we have enough. We do a superior repel fog. How are our students doing? Starting to come along. We also will see if do we have our lightning one? Yes, we do. So we will wait for that, but we will be getting that done right after this. So we have the next student in. There we go. And let's get this going. Again, that'll bring us in our first lightning mage. Check on the conviction, still maintaining very high. There we go. So we have a new student. Unfortunately, it's a human. That's not a problem. We may just graduate them and then grab another one. So we've really advanced out. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell them to mine. Oops, I think I canceled it. Get it mining those larger outcrops. Have a little bit of look here. See what special things we can find. We can see there's some misty crystals. We'll just do a regular mining. You know what? We're going to hit all these too, just so they get me a bit more stone. More woods available. We can see we've got access now to mandrake. Here's a crow's nest. Okay, so it should now be on my menu, and I believe it will be under crafting stations. No. I always forget where it is. Wild. Nope. There we go. So it's under animals, okay? So you can see if I go like this, I can find the crow's nest just like that, right? And then we can just go. See, it cycles through them. And then you can also just zone out once you see you want to go. If you can just double click it. But these ways just go destroy. 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 Mark them all for that. I should have went priority 5 and all that though. Alright, so the 3 crow's nests that we can access, right? They're all set to destroy now. But you can also do like this, dire rats, right? You quickly find the dire rat that you need. So it's a good way to just select things. The other way is to select a lot. Zoom out as far as you can. Find a single one. Double click on it. It doesn't work if you're hitting another object. You have to, like that, right? They need to select all. And I can just go hunt on all of them, right? So it's got all 9 that are on the map, and you can see we have 9. Just like that. They need another thing, which is like select all. That would be really useful. We got some more smoky crystals that we just let them know to mine when they have an opportunity. And so I feel like there was something that I said I needed to do. Yes, luxury pedestals. Here we go. Adds 5 luxury. We have enough now. And we just need them for this room. I'm going to put 2 there. Set them to priority 5. Because we'll start working towards proper rooms, we want to look at, for bedrooms, we're going to look and see. So, dormitories, it has to be private. So, the bottom room, of course, will not be where our dormitory is going to go. And then bedrooms, they also have to be private. So, we're going to need a series of private rooms, and those are going to go up here. Let's get these started. You really want to lean into stuff that's going to give conviction bonuses that do not require the mages to spend time in order to achieve that conviction bonus. That's why recreation is one of the worst ways to try and get conviction bonus. Okay, so that's done, and you can see it's turned into a proper dining room, and we have already set this to staff, and these are set to students. So we have both of these set up properly. We look at their rooms, dining room, mess hall, right? So they're getting a 5 conviction from now on for all that. And it means now we can start thinking about bedrooms. So next is we have some wood here we can access. And we'll go with priority 5, and we'll just check our wood and stone. It still needs to be quite the focus. I'm going to just tell it to, yeah, it's on a 5 on this. So they're going to focus on that pretty good. Want to finish these off, so we will look in the garden. Bit of rice, cannot place it probably because these things are in the way, so we're going to destroy this. We're going to harvest this. That'll clear that out, and we're going to destroy it, even though it's almost done. I just want to get rid of it. This shouldn't be in my way. No, I need to get that basic garden going. And our students are coming along pretty good. And we're going to get that garden set up, and then it's time to make rooms. Oh, this one we don't need to destroy. We can just harvest it out. Okay, so that's cleared out. As soon as it's cleared out, we get our plots going. Still cannot. It is blocked by this tree. We have it set to destroy. Okay. Take care of that real fast. Uh-oh, here comes some rain. Well, at least one half of it. The one half of our stuff is protected, but we're going to take some damage into this area. Okay, so this is done. Now we should be able to do this properly. So we want this here. Blocked by bitterants. No, it's blocked. No, it needs more stone. Okay. And as the other one, yes. So still lacking a little bit of stone, but getting 2 of them started is good. And we can start to plan this out as well. So we're going to make this fairly tight. So we're going to go like that and work our way up despite it. I don't know. It's going to look a little wonky, but I do want to maximize the room I have for reasons. Let me see. You know what? I think it'll be fine if we just keep it copacetic. I'm not going to do that yet because it'll take the stone away from the things I need it for. All these students are level 2. This one's still at 1. Now's the time to examine both these fire students for their trials. So this one, dancing, would get it a... That's not an important one. This one's already done. Gains conviction while learning or teaching. Yeah, my fire mage won't be a teacher though. Above 70 conviction, and then we'll get the +1 in each skill, also not important. So there's nothing there beneficial. And this one has 1 skill or higher enemy party well rested. I mean, it's doable. Speed, power, and hit points. And it's a little bit, but not much. She's already got this one, which is the boosted power and speed. That's pretty nice. And then this one, eat in a room with at least 6 students or staff present. We almost can do that because the ghost doesn't eat. So unfortunately, we can't do this one. But then it's going to learn loves austere bedrooms, and it's not going to be stayed in. So only because of this is this the choice we would make. But again, we're not going to be keeping these long term. So we will go with Casper as the one fire mage we will hire. See if I can finish off my plots. Cannot. Still need that stone desperately. Rain, unfortunately, is... Okay, it's past. We're going to solve that very soon. Almost enough. I'm just going to get one of these down. I'm happy with that. So we got that going. And now we're just waiting for this, for these guys to hit their 3rd level. As well as, though, once some more stone comes in, we have to start building those bedrooms. We won't have enough to do much. You get the outer wall started to there. And despite that I could get things going done faster base-wise if I were to just cancel classes, that is not the move at all. The move is to keep those classes rolling aggressively. It is unfortunate, but you do have to balance what you're doing. Look at this jank. I love it. That's great. I assume if I remove this, it would still be okay. Like it would still be considered what it needs, so that I wouldn't have to have such jank. Because it's a mess hall, and it just needs to be... Like, what was mess hall supposed to be? Lofted, that's all. So, this should be okay now. If this gets taken, we'll just try that, because we can reclaim some resources by doing this. We'll see if it maintains. That's a roof. That looks like it's a roof piece. We're going to try that and see what happens. Priority 5. Let's get a little bit of my wood back. Still a mess hall, yeah. It looks a little bit better. Yeah, that looks... I think that's the appropriate amount of jank that we want. I might have got a little bit high on this actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did. Just a little bit. Just got a little carried away. And we'll start the other end of things. Keep things copacetic. So that's actually 5 high. Went like that. Yeah. And then we'll put our cutaway in. There we go. And then is it how we're not doing research? It's important to keep the research moving. And now we will be going into, where is it? Here it is here. Plain beds, yeah. So we're gonna need 4 arcane scrolls. So in order to do that, it's very easy to sort of get some of those quickly. I'm gonna go to the sigil. Oh, I'm gonna go to the stone. We want to do unlock under school. We just need more phoenix flowers. So let's get that going. Harvest 5. All right. As we'll see for rooms, a dormitory, plain beds. Bedroom, plain beds. Okay, so just double check them. They're not graduated yet. Okay, so we need to do some research. Alright, because we can't quite do this yet. Something else that's very important. We're going to need medical beds. So we're going to get all this done now. It'll give us access to our mana lanterns, and then to these beds, which we'll need. And as to build one, we're going to need ice petals, so we'll just preemptively know that we should farm some of these up. There. We're not going to prioritize it. We're just going to let them know that they should start hitting those. As well as we should start getting on some of this stuff as well. And we'll continue along with that in the next episode. If you enjoy my videos, please consider subscribing, hit the like button, leave a comment. Appreciate the feedback. Hoping that the volume on this video worked out a little bit better than the ones I have been doing. Not that many people complain, but I'm just trying to perfect it. So that being said, we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.